next guest is famous for elegance, timeless clothes, and a glittering list of clients. Here's Halston. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
You know, I was amazed to find out that we were in Chicago at the same time.
Yeah, I started my career there.
And it happened through a lovely, part of it happened because of a lovely lady we both know.
Oh, yes, Fran Halston. She was my very first client.
Yeah.
And then it just went on from there.
It mushroomed from there.
Yeah.
When you design, what type of person do you have in mind?
Oh, I have in mind a specific personality, which is somebody that might come to you. It is maybe Miss America at large, where she lives north, south, east, and west, that has a sort of an American spirit of things. We do all kinds of things for all kinds of people on all different levels.
And when a person, a named person comes to you, a big star, and says, I need something for a function, and they describe it, does that help when they tell what's going to happen and what the event is?
Yes, well, you know, fashion's made by the personality, really. Like if you have a major theater personality like Elizabeth Taylor, who's a great client and friend of mine,
yes,
and she's going to be on television or going to make a personal appearance, she needs a specific kind of thing that attracts attention. Or like Liza Minnelli, who we just finished doing the act for her, which is coming to New York.
I can't wait to see that.
Oh, it's terrific, really. And, you know, she needs special things. Or maybe Mrs. Onassis, who's doing some special thing with maybe the library or the Metropolitan Opera or something. We do something special for her. But that's very unusual, and it's a great luxury for the client to do, and a luxury for me.
Can I ask you an offbeat question?
Yeah.
With names like that in mind, now this is the kind of question they would ask you if they were standing right here. Do they wear those outfits more than once? Ever?
Well, yes, many of
them.
Do
they?
Oh, yes. But for public life, I mean, you almost have to change it all the time.
Sure.
It's a difficult situation. Most people can't realize that, but, you know, you have to have a difference for the press corps, difference for your public, different décolleté, different color, different everything.
Yeah.
Because you're always being photographed.
Now, as a pace setter, are pants out for women?
Oh, no. No. I think pants are a very classic thing that'll go on forever and ever and ever.
I kind of like them myself.
Oh, yeah, they give a good long line.
Yes. Are you a fan of jeans?
Oh, sure. I love jeans, all kinds of jeans.
Where should they be worn?
Well, I think for the younger public, and I think for country life, and I think for beach life, and that sort of thing. And I think they're sexy, and they work for almost everybody, especially young people.
I was going to say, don't you think it should be the young people, period, for jeans?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think you got to have a good figure to wear them.
I think a middle-aged person in jeans looks a little stupid, in my opinion.
Yeah, unless they have a really good figure.
Yeah. Well, I know that you didn't bring any jeans for us to see today, but here are some Halston creations.
This is our resort collection. We thought we'd bring a few things for resort, which is coming up. This is Karen Bjornson and Chris Royers. And this is a new look that we suggest for southern people who go south to Palm Beach, to go to Florida and so forth. It's a linen suit with a chiffon puckered top and high heels, of course. And then Chris Royers has a new dome and pants on. It looks like a skirt, but it really isn't. I think you can wear that a lot of different places. And actually, she has a swimming suit underneath that.
Oh. Would you show us a swimming suit, please?
It's complicated to get it up.
Is that comfortable? Both the outfits are comfortable. You look lovely. That's just lovely.
Yeah. Well, it's very good for Florida or any of the southern kind of places.
Indeed. Next costumes, please. Next models, please. Oh.
And these are a couple of glamorous things that
I was going to
be
say,
interesting
they are
for the
glamorous.
audience. This is a red chiffon long dress that Carla Rocky has on. And this one has been very successful, and we sell this. This will be all over the country. Strapless one that's sort of sexy, you can wear it any place. And this is Ann Anderson, and this is a new balloon pajama thing made in Charmeuse. This is one that we just recently made for Mrs. Onassis, for an example.
Where would something like that be worn?
Oh, they'll wear that to a private party. They'll wear it to, you know, to someone else's house. They'll wear it at home. They'll wear it to turn someone on. Elizabeth Taylor has this one, too.
My. Does she know that Mrs. Onassis has it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I want to thank Halston and the models, and I'd like to introduce another designer, if I may. Excuse me.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. The late designer Anne Klein had chosen my next guest as her associate designer back in 1974, and this associate became the head of the Anne Klein Company This is Donna Karan. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Mike.
You are, I'm sure people say, you're awfully young to have such a important position. How long has that been going on?
It's close to 10 years now.
Don't you hope they keep saying it forever?
Right, exactly.
You're the daughter of a fashion model and a New York haberdasher. Was fashion just kind of always in your blood?
Constantly.
Yeah.
From the minute I got up in the morning, there was a certain feel that fashion was around me, the kind of lifestyle my mother lived and my father. When I was a child, my father is deceased now, 3 years old, I remember going into a shop and seeing all these blazers. I said, it's got to look. I didn't understand it at that point, of course. And the blazer is very important to me now, still.
What kind of insecurities do fashion designers have?
Well, every season they say, oh, it's fabulous, it's wonderful and marvelous, and you say, can I do it again?
Can you top yourself?
Never. You always have that fear constantly, and all of a sudden, sure enough, it's there, and you keep doing it.
No one's infallible. We all have up days, good days, bad periods. Did you ever design a line that just totally bombed?
My favorite line.
It's always your favorite, right?
Absolutely. The favorite collection that I've ever done really laid a big bomb.
What, can you describe it?
Yeah. It was a group of bright silk linens, a whole bunch of colors, purples and oranges and teals and extreme shapes. And I really thought, this is where fashion was evolving. It was last year. People were still a little bit in tailored clothes, and I had gone tremendously loose and soft.
Oh, boy.
And they weren't ready for it. And they said, what happened to the basic pant when I was showing big, drawstring with tapered leg and oversized jackets and things like that.
Now, when you bomb with something like that, they have all this clothing made up. Where does that clothing wind up?
We didn't bomb that badly with it. I think it was a little bit early, but in certain areas it did nicely. We were able to sell it.
I think I'm going to get an honest answer to what I'm going to ask you right now,
Okay.
because this is plaguing my mind. Do you ever wear other designers' clothing?
Never.
Would you ever wear, if you saw something attractive?
It's not that I wouldn't ever wear them. As Halston's clothes, I'm looking at them and I think they're absolutely divine. But I always try on my own clothes. I mean, I am of a model stance, and I go in front of the mirror and I put on the clothes, and I love them. I feel comfortable in them. I relate to the clothes.
And I have a feeling you meant it, because you didn't hesitate a moment. You said never.
Yeah.
Is it just something in the business that
No.
designers do not do?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm a great admirer of a lot of designers' clothes. But there they all are in front of me, and I have a little library, and I say, what shall I wear? Right, exactly. That's what happens.
Okay, let's see the new Anne Klein fashions. Would the models come out, please?
Sure. The clothes that we're showing today are from the fall collection.
Super.
Great for this kind of weather right now. I feel very comfortable if the girls are nice and warm. Peggy here is in kind of like an oversized suede blazer and mixing of textures and colors together. Very offhanded way of putting clothes right now together. It's soft and it's got a bit of tailoring, and I think, allows her own personality and attitude to come through. I love the slouchy kind of hat, the low flat boots. It's walking and it has a spirit.
It is. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. And you took some chances with color there, didn't you? Or not?
They say things start from a bummer. That bummer collection, it seeped its way into fall.
That's marvelous. Would you describe the coat I'm looking at on there?
Kathy Quirk is wearing my new Red Fox coat, personally mine. And it's a dome and sleeve, again, a very easy kind of silhouette and shape, something a little bit new in fur, but with softer and bigger clothes. I think the coat also has to have the same kind of attitude.
Looks
an
very
attitude of
comfortable.
casualness,
Very
right?
lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
May we have the next models, please? Oh, yeah.
Liz is in the purple chenille sweater
Spectacular
and
color. Wow.
wool chalet skirt. I mean, it just spells kind of comfort.
Yeah.
It's cuddly and warm, and if you put it on, you'd love it. I haven't taken
if I put
one
it
off.
on, I'd be arrested.
Oh, no, you'd be fabulous in it.
That is beautiful, Karen. Just beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donna, very much. Donna
Thank
Karan
you,
of Anne
Mike.
Klein, and we'll be right back.